I gotta be honest, guys. SoFi, it doesn't look so good in the short term here on the charts. I think we're going lower. We have to cover what I'm seeing on these charts here, where I think we're going, and we'll break down the futures, maybe some other stocks I'm looking at right now. But first, of course, hit the like button, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon if you're interested in my portfolio updates and my private Discord. All that's linked down below. And now let's just dive into it. So, like I said, I think we're going lower in the short term here. We had a nice day on Friday. We had a 1.6% green day, but the charts are still not looking pretty for the bulls, right? The bears are in charge. We closed on Friday, 1.6 in the green, but we're still clearly in a downtrend. We're noticing these lower highs being made. We have a lower high here, boom, got one right here, boom, right here, right here. So this is still intact heading into this short week, which again, the market obviously is closed today on Monday. It's President's Day, and the futures, by the way, are a little mixed. Some red here in the Nasdaq, Russell as well. The Dow and the S&P, they're up though. We'll cover that later in the video. We can see SoFi though, again, it's in a downtrend still. We saw a nice rally on Friday, but it did not break through here. And you're noticing that more and more as we pull the layers back. And in fact, you can see here, we tried breaking out about a week ago. We got up to about 21, 22. Then we slowly, gradually started to fall through here. Had that death cross, right? It's clearly intact. We tried breaking out. Death cross started to form. And at this point, we're holding on by a thread above the 1850, 1950 level, which you guys can see we have a clear descending triangle in the short term here. So it's not looking pretty. Calling a breakout here wouldn't necessarily make sense. I mean, eventually, we're gonna bottom out. We're gonna recover. I have no doubt. But I think we're going lower before we see that. And I said this in my last video. I'm bullish long term, but in the short term, I'm a little bearish. I have been since the mid 20s on the stock. We called it out, when it was at 25, it started creeping through 25. I was like, guys, watch out. We might be going down to the high teens, low 20s, and here we are, right? So we called that out, and I think at this point, we might have another leg down to go before this bottoms out. I think, and you can see it right here, I think if we take out 1850 to 1875, which I think we're leaning more towards doing that. It's not guaranteed, but I think we're leaning more towards that. I think we're going to go down, fill the gap to about 17, which we covered before. That's the high from not a couple months ago, about a year ago, we hit that point, right? Or whatever it was. You guys can see it here. So I think that is where we might see a bottom, about $17. And that's where I'm looking to pile in some more money into the stock. And of course, if it slips down to 15, right? If it falls through that point, I'll be buying even more. So SoFi, I think, and it's not guaranteed, but I think in the short term, we do go lower. We fill the gap down to about 17. And at that point, honestly, we'll be due for a big relief rally. And, it could get juicy from there. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And again, this setup here is not looking pretty in a market where the Qs have been getting hit. Seems like all these growth stocks are getting hit. We're seeing a flight out of the high beta growth names, tech names, and into the more safe stocks. So if that continues this week, SoFi is coming down. I think there's a decent chance that does continue this week. We can see the Nasdaq futures are down 0.25% right now. And if I pull the intraday, you'll see it here. We're down to about 24,747. We hit about 24,670 earlier in the session here. So we are down. We have been downtrending pretty much all day here, and you're seeing that on the Russell futures as well on the intraday. Boom. So if that continues into tomorrow, there you have it. We might have some more red on our hands, guys. But with the futures, you never know. It could easily flip green. It could go worse. So just because we're red right now on these two Futures doesn't mean it's going to hold into tomorrow. It might, but it doesn't mean that. We can see the Dow futures are up a little bit. They're up what, 0.07%. Okay, not much at all. As the S&P's up 0.05%, so not much either. But yeah, that's what we're looking like here. Snapshot of the futures. Not much movement, but yeah, a little red here on the Qs and the Russell, which, I mean, look, the Russell has been going up all year. So, I mean, I guess recently it's pulled back, but it's been hot all year, so it can afford some red. But the Qs, man, they can't afford as much more red. I mean, they can, right? But if the chart wants to hold here, or if this trend, I mean, if the bulls have any hope in the short term for this trend to hold, it's got to hold 600, 595. If we fall through there, if we get some more red, yeah, it could slip further. That trend breaks. It might not get so. It might get ugly in the short term. And to be honest, man, at this point, the Qs look like clearly we're putting in. If we look at this thing, right, we're putting in these lower highs, clear as day. And at this point, we had a huge red candle. That Thursday red candle, or that red candle from Thursday, massive sell-off in the morning. That's not looking too pretty here on the 4-hour chart. And it looks like we're gunning for these lows on the Qs from 590. So if we take 590 out, this could get ugly quick. I mean, that's the reality. It could slip down here. Qs could get uglier. And a lot of people are calling for that, which is why, look, I'm still investing. I'm buying stocks. I'm dollar cost averaging in index funds for part of my money, right? Long term retirement investing type deal. And I'm still buying stocks, in my trading, my active portfolios, but I still have some cash, right? I'm keeping some cash on the sidelines, as I think we are going to see potential. Well, I don't think necessarily a huge crash, right? There are some people that think we are, but I think there's maybe a chance we fall through 590 here. And for that scenario, I'm considering potentially buying some puts this week as a hedge, maybe. And again, I have some cash to buy some stocks if we do fall through that. 590. If that breaks on the Qs, we could be going down to 582. That's a gap that could fill. If that breaks down to 560, 575, that range. So, yeah, man, at this point, I'm not saying we're going to crash, but you got to be prepared for different scenarios. As overall, yes, we have seen rotation out of the Qs. And the $1 million question is, right, when will this end? When will the rotation stop? Because it will stop. At some point, it will stop. And things will mellow out. Maybe we'll get some money back into the tech stocks. But we don't know when that's going to happen. I think it's going to happen at some point. But for now, the Walmarts of the world are crushing it. Look at that stock. Up and to the right. Pepsi's up to the right. Coca-Cola's up to the right. You name it. So many of these. And at some point, this trade will stop working, whatever you want to call it. This investment, this short-term, massive rotation, it doesn't make sense. At some point, soon, I think, people are going to realize, okay, Coca-Cola is trading at 50 times earnings here. Walmart's already at 50 times earnings pretty much. What are we doing here? It doesn't make sense long-term. Buying these stocks here, really, if you're buying these stocks here, what you're doing is you're essentially, I don't want to say you're FOMOing into it, but you're banking that they go higher in the short term. That's what you're doing. You're not buying these as smart long-term investments at these valuations here, right? I mean, who the heck's doing that? We're just seeing a bunch of money move in at the same time, pushing these stocks up, and it's almost like they're chasing the trade, And at some point, we're just going to get a huge pullback. And a lot of these names, maybe not all of them, but long-term, these valuations don't make sense. On Coke, on Walmart, on a lot of these names, it's just a lot of short-term money coming in my opinion, and we're going to get that money out very soon here. That short-term money is going to flood out. They're going to take profits, and these stocks are going to come down again. And I think ultimately those tech stocks are going to do well, which is why I'm buying Not everything out there under the sun, but I'm buying a select few tech stocks here that I think are going to do well. And I'm still always looking for other names to add to the portfolio and so forth. But yeah, that is where we're at right now, guys. Interesting times in the market. The Qs are not, looking great. A lot of these AI stocks are not quote unquote working anymore, like Nvidia. It's been flat for months, but I don't think that's going to be the case forever. I mean, do I think it's going to go to 500 like some people think? No. But do I think it's going to get to 230, 250? Yes. Even if it's flat for a lot of this year, let's say it's flat for the first half of the year, I still am bullish long-term Nvidia. I'm still holding the stock because at the end of the day, the returns have been insane. We had a huge 2025. This stock could afford even another 6 months of being flat, a full year at that point. If it goes another 6 months, which I don't necessarily think it will, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if it does, that would be about a year of it being flat. Even at that point, it went up like 40% in 2025. Whatever it went up in 24, it can afford a flat period for the stock to gather its, gears, right? And then I think we're going higher. But I think we're going to go higher before another 6 months. But, worst case scenario, I guess it's flat for, another 6 months. I think we're still going higher. Anyway, guys, what do you think, man? This market is nuts. The rotation out of tech is wild. These stocks are going nuts. And look, we're not seeing a rotation out of every tech name. There are a lot of components of the AI trade that are doing well. But yeah, some of the names that worked last year are not working this year, so far at least. But if you have a long-term mentality, if you're a retail investor and you can hold long-term, you're not looking at quarter benchmarks or quarterly benchmarks, yearly benchmarks. Who really cares at the end of the day? If you're buying a good stock at a good valuation, look, it might not work then and there, but long-term, if you're in a good company, it's like, all right, who cares if it's not working in the short term, if it's truly a long-term investment. So I'll leave you guys with that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that subscribe button. 50% of you watch the content, but you're not subscribing, and that needs to change. So make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button. Join the Patreon for my portfolio updates, my private Discord, all of that. All the updates are posted in real time. You guys see what I'm doing on the trade side, investments, options, everything, right? Check it out. Link down below, also pinned in the comments, or go to stotsurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you guys in there. And with that being said, cheers. Have a great rest of your day.